And let's get back into the show and let's talk about Ryan Guzman, who is being dragged for liking a anti-gay post on social media. And y'all may know who he, if you don't know who he is, he plays Eddie Diaz on the Firefire drama. He's apparently in hot water over his apparent endorsement of an Instagram clip, which urged parents to homeschool our kids to prevent them from learning about LGBTQ plus men and women. Now, this is someone who actually works on a show that was created by a gay man, or I'm sorry, a homosexual by the name of Ryan, that'd be Murphy. And this is where your stance is on this. And then on top of that, for those who watch the show, the fans have been trying to ship Eddie and Buck to get together as a couple because I know like 2 seasons ago Buck came out as bisexual. So the fans like, oh yeah, we're finally gonna get Eddie and Buck to get together and all sorts of stuff. I don't want that now. I feel like go and if Eddie wants to get into, I mean not Eddie, if Buck wants to get in a relationship with another firefighter from a different firehouse, then I'd be for that. I actually liked his relationship with Lou Ferrigno Jr. with the helicopter pilot, but that relationship didn't work out. That was like the last time I watched the show. I got to catch up on this current season, so I'm a little behind. So I don't know if they've shipped these characters, if has actually happened or whatever the case is. Like I don't know what the situation regarding that is. So, but if, whatever that is, let me know in the comments. But yeah, so they said the clip was uploaded by a user named Billy Morris, who says he took his family to an off-grid farm because schools had brainwashed youngsters to believe there's 147 genders and men can give birth. Well, to fix that situation, there is no such thing as 147 different genders. There's male, there's female, there's non-binary. There are people who don't identify with either gender, but they feel like that they have male and female traits, which we do because it takes a man and a woman to make a baby. Sperm, meet egg, develop the child, that situation. Biology. Welcome to it. Also, like I said, there's non-binary. Then there's people who transition, feel like they're in the wrong body, so they transition from male to female, or vice versa. So when you want to sit and exaggerate somebody as 147 genders and men can give birth, trans men can give birth, people who identify as non-binary can give birth. There are some women who can give birth. Then there are some women who can't have babies because of infertility issues. How many times do I have to go through this goddamn conversation? But people want to come up in here with their bullshit because of what this current administration is putting out here that's all divisive and all this other stuff, got us fighting amongst each other instead of people just using a free tool named Google as their aid and their guide to kind of look up the things they need to look up so that way they're not just coming out and saying a bunch of crap. So, the info is also known for a number of videos that spread right-wing conspiracies, including one purporting to help users get out of the matrix. Well, no, you're in the matrix, sir. Because if you were in the real world, you will understand how the world really works. And he also said there is no reliable evidence that children are being taught about 147 genders. In fact, in several states, it's even illegal to discuss LGBTQ plus topics in public schools. So, yeah, what are you talking about? Like, we don't have a queer history month. I forget who the actor was, but, I know it was. It was Jonathan Bailey. So Jonathan Bailey did an interview and basically said something or another that I think when he was promoting the new Jurassic World movie, and he basically was saying that what he wishes that they like how they have Black History Month and so many other things. I wish there was a queer history being taught in schools because that would make him feel comfortable in his skin with having to come to terms with his sexuality. And I think that's what people want at the end of the day. Just like if you learn about Black history, you're not going to all of a sudden become a new race. So why is it that when it come down to speaking about Marsha P. Johnson or anything that had to do with gay rights, Stonewall, that sort of thing, all of a sudden y'all think, oh, this is going to turn the people gay? Like, why is it that gay is easily, you could turn into that with like the snap of Thanos, but when it comes to anything else, no. So to me, it's like your mindset and the way y'all thinking, all of that, your theories are just dumb. It doesn't make sense. Now, despite Morris's objections, it is possible for trans men to give birth, which is what I just said. The first documented man to do so was Thomas Beatty, who had the first of his 3 children in 2008. The ex-genders claim that is a transphobic right-wing dog whistle that misinterprets the gender spectrum model to paint trans people as irrational. Now, 911 fans criticized Guzman for liking the video, with one saying the star was not a good person as a result. Another person wrote, when I look for traditional values, I go to a divorced actor. The fact that the 911 character plays Eddie Diaz, has won the hearts of the LGBTQ plus community in recent years, will no doubt add to the disappointment the show's queer fans have likely to be feeling. He forms half of a beloved queer fanship of another character, Buck, played by Oliver Stark, and Ryan Guzman's character, Eddie, together making Buddy. Oliver Stark has said previously that he would be interested in the two best friends getting together if it follows a natural progression of the story. Guzman also appears in Heroes Were Born, is no stranger to controversy. In 2020, he defended his now ex-wife Christy Aine, or Annie, I think it's like A-N-E, that's how you spell her last name, and she used the N-word in a series of resurfaced tweets from 2021. Now, during an Instagram live video, Guzman said the tweets were permissible because he and Anne have plenty of friends, Black, white, Asian, Indian, whatever they are, Korean, and we call one another slurs all the time. Well, here's the thing. I don't think you should have been admitting that on social media. It's like, oh, hey, coon, hey, nigga, hey, guy, hey, this, hey, that. I'm like, this is what y'all saying to each other? And you defending this, thinking it's cute? I wouldn't even admit that publicly. Because when you saying that, now everybody looking at you sideways. And funny enough, the people that went in on him was his own co-star. Speaking of Oliver Stark called him out for the whole defending of her using the N-word. And Aisha Hines. Well, I love me some Aisha Hines. I've been following her career for years. But she's on the show playing a lesbian firefighter. Or, no, not firefighter. She's a paramedic. EMT, to be specific. So now, according to Variety, he wanted to say, we don't get butthurt at all because we know the actual person. We know that we're not trying to bring one another down. So what are y'all trying to get at? You're trying to prove that somebody who's not racist is racist? He later apologized for the outburst and took full responsibility for his words, as I said, after he was called out by his number one co-stars, Aisha Hines and Stark. And that's why I was saying, like, okay, so now I understand that when you say, so what are y'all going to try to, you're trying to call us racist when I have different, like, I'm some of my best friends is Black. When they say that, that kind of makes my eyes roll into the back of my damn head. So that gives you justification of being a racist or saying racist things. But look, if your friends are cool with it, that's great. That's between you and your friends. However, when you're posting things on social media, we don't know your friends. So people are going to take offense to, like, oh, so this broad out here is making these racist comments and dropping the N-word because it's okay. Her friends say it's okay. Well, if you're in your circle, y'all can talk however the hell you want to talk. But when you are in a public forum like Twitter, or with any kind of social media you're using, you have to realize that you can't be out here just saying something because we don't know the context. We don't know your friends. We don't know how y'all rank on each other or how your conversations go amongst each other. When you're doing the kitchen table talk, do your kitchen table talk in the kitchen. Don't bring the kitchen table talk to social media because those who don't know you are going to say what they want to say. So I know with this whole situation, excuse me, fans are going to be pretty disappointed with him coming out and being this type of guy. And this is why I say don't sit out here and worship these celebrities and this that, and the other. They will leave you disappointed. So while they're loving the couple, the characters, whatever, and then what was also pointed out to me was that Ryan Guzman, when they were talking about the possibility of shipping his character with Oliver Stark, that he seemed visibly uncomfortable. Like that's not something he wanted. So if you're not comfortable playing a same-sex character or your character being pushed in that way, then don't put his character to do that. But this kind of makes me wonder: is Ryan Murphy going to start demoting him? Are you going to see him less on the screen because of his stance on? Well, I guess they didn't change up, demote him when he was out of here with defending his ex-wife for being saying the N-word. But then when it come down to the homophobic stuff, liking a homophobic comment about trans people and queer people in general, I do wonder how this is going to go over with Ryan Murphy and if his days is number over there at 911. So I'll definitely be paying attention to this story as it develops and see where they plan on going with that. But I do feel like, you know what? I don't want to see these two get together. After hearing all this, that will piss me off because me hearing about this, I don't want it. I would like to see Buck get in a relationship with another guy, but I want it to be something that's genuine and something that naturally progresses in that way once he explores his side, because he's been a hoe sleeping around with a bunch of girls. But to have him explore his same sex side and seeing like he's more, he relates more with being further on the man on man side than he is on the man on woman side. Him exploring that and him getting in a real genuine relationship with someone of the same sex, I would love to see that. Just not him and Eddie. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story? You guys disappointed over the fact that Ryan Guzman has come out and said this foolishness and like the post and on social media that people are deeming homophobic. So whatever your thoughts are on this matter, let me know in the comments down below.